Hey guys, it's me, Halloween Dan, doing a quick and rather off-the-cuff kind of video today because I wasn't really thinking I was going to do this today, but I thought, you know what, there's so much to talk about. I want to get in a bit earlier. I'm doing like 2 videos a week at the minute, which is kind of ridiculous considering we're only just into February. I am going to slow down on the video front after this one perhaps, or maybe after a week or so. But the reason I'm making so many videos is because there's so much to talk about. I said in my last video that I was excited and couldn't wait to see what was going to come out of Transworld. If you haven't seen my last video or you don't know what Transworld is, it is a huge expo for Christmas but mainly for Halloween, taking place in America right now, in the United States, and it is beyond amazing. The stuff that comes out of this place is epic. I've been watching the videos of all kinds of different people, haunters, people putting out stuff that are at the show itself, and the stuff is on a whole other scale. The thing about Transworld is, and it has been spoken about before, it's really for professionals. It's for people who have professional haunts or business people who own these sorts of places where they are trying to make money off the back of Halloween and stuff, which is fine, and obviously lots of people do it for charity too. So they are on a somewhat more professional level, and the price tag also matches that. And because I live in the UK, I'm never really going to get access to any of this stuff. But it can't stop me from kind of liking and watching and enjoying it nevertheless. So that's exactly what today is. Now, I'm not going to talk about the entire show. There's too much to talk about. I might make another video perhaps in the middle of next week where I talk about another area of this show. But I wanted to focus on one of my favourite spooky makers of all things amazing for Halloween, and that is Distortions Unlimited. So let's get into this. So like so many other huge, amazing makers of props and animatronics and all things spooky, Distortions Unlimited are at Transworld right now. I've spoken about Distortions once before, maybe a couple of times before. What they make is on an epic level. They make the most outrageously scary, spooky, disturbing, amazing, gruesome, spooky, I've said that word, but you know what I mean, just amazing props, absolutely on a whole other level of prop. They've been revealing a few things in the last few months. I spoke a few weeks back about the pumpkin witch, which was really cool. I really like the look of that witch. But then as they are there at the show now, they've released, there was imagery of them at the show, which was really cool to see all these things together at a show. But then also they released some videos in the run-up to it of the individual props, the newer props that they're bringing out for the 2023 season. And that is what we're going to be watching today. I think there's 3 we're going to be watching, so let's just do this. So these aren't full reactions as such, because I have briefly seen these, at least some of these props, actually on the stand at Distortions Unlimited have got at Transworld. But I wanted to have a little look at these in a bit more detail. So the first thing I really wanted to look at, because it's right up my street, is called the Grim Death Giant Reaper. And it looks amazing. So let's have a look. Whoa. Whoa! Oh, I didn't realise it was that big. Look how enormous he is. Is he like 10 foot? I didn't think he was that big. Look at that. Now that is one creepy ass Reaper. Whoa. Oh, cool. Raising his arm. Oh, wow. Oh, amazing. It's got a proper sprayer in the mouth. Oh, that's amazing. That is absolutely amazing. Okay, so that's the first prop. I'm not going to talk about it just yet. Let's move straight on to the next one, which is the alien parasite. So let's have a little look at this. Cool. Wow, that's a creepy looking alien in a tube. Oh, so something's going wrong. Oh, lots of smoke. Something's gone wrong. What's going on? Oh, wow. Oh, okay.
This
Okay.
is the alien parasite. Now, some something's going wrong.
Awesome.
You can tell by the audio. It's telling you to get out, and there's system, let's see, system breach or something. But the idea is people feel safe. They see the thing and say, oh, he wiggles in there. They feel safe.
Yeah.
And they have no idea when the fog comes that this is disappearing and there's
That's so fun. So that's so cool.
Like, yeah, there's a little thing in there, and suddenly, for like 1 second, they're in a horror movie. The thing has broken out.
Wow.
So we're hoping that scares a lot of people. Besides,
I'm going to leave it there. I will watch that video in full later. I just don't want to add too much time to this video. I think you get the gist. How awesome is that? We'll talk about it in a minute though. There's just one more prop that's new that I really wanted to look at, and that is called the Ancient Wizard. The Ancient Wizard. So let's have a look at this creepy guy. Wow. I love witches and wizards. Ooh, cool. I like his staff. Very creepy wizard.
The darkness surrounds you. Your journey.
They're unrivaled in making things look as realistic as possible, I think. I mean, the moulding on his face it looks like a real guy.
Surrounds you.
I love the addition of the smoke and the light.
Stay
So cool.
Your regrets will be many before the madness begins. You are lost forever.
Very, very creepy. I love that. I love that. And that's basically that one too. So let's have a look into this. So there were two more animatronics that I really wanted to have a look at too, but I might leave them for another video. One was called the Scare Wolf, which is basically an animatronic werewolf strapped to a big metal thing. He kind of reminds me of the mutant that Distortions have put out before, has the same sort of flailing about on a thing, but I think he also leaps out from the front, from the back plate piece, so that's really, really cool too. The other one was Crazy Kristen, who's basically a crazy woman strapped to a board. Again, she's kind of flailing about. I saw her in the main sort of sweep of video that I'd seen released from people who'd been to Transworld this year, and she looked so real. She looked like a real woman flailing about on a thing, so she's really cool. But for now, I just wanted to focus on these three because I think they're the ones that I like the most. First, you've got that Grim Death Reaper. I mean, I love Reapers. I love all Reaper props. They're amazing. I love a Reaper prop. And what I love about this guy is, number one, enormous. That's a huge thing for me. I love a big prop. The fact he must be 10 foot at least. That thing is enormous. The face is like terrifying, like a real horrible kind of skeletalized monster look, a really frightening Reaper look, and the fact that he's so massive adds to that altogether. Put that together with this very eerie movement of the arm, the giant scythe, and then that leaning forward and roaring and spitting out at people. That would terrify. I think if I ever got anything like that here in the UK, that would freak people out beyond belief. It really, really would. So it'd be worth every penny in my books. Also, the fact that he didn't really say anything, he's just kind of roaring and Reapers are... My Reaper, I've got a big 10-foot Costco Reaper, and he does a lot of talking, and that's fine. I like the fact the things he says. But also, I do quite like this thing of them not really saying a lot. Kind of just sort of being creepy and eerie and just that's enough. Then you've got the alien parasite prop, which as a huge thing is immense. It looks like something you'd see in one of those movies, laboratories, with an alien creature stuck in a tube. That is beyond anything I could ever wish to have, to be quite honest with you. It's absolutely immense. But then to add that it's not just a prop in a tube, but it's actually a jump scare in a way. The smoke comes down, the screen disappears, and then when you don't expect it, this thing launches out. You'd have to put a perimeter thing around that, or else people really would not be expecting it. They'd get hit by the thing, which I think would be pretty hilarious, to be honest with you. But you know, obviously you don't want to hurt anybody at these attractions. But it'd be funny. And lastly, we've got the Ancient Wizard. Now, I love witches, and I also love the odd wizard prop, but this takes wizard props to a whole other level. This thing looks like a real old man, a creepy old man. He looks like he's had a few late nights. His eyes are kind of bloodshot. And he's got that beard, obviously. He's holding a really cool staff with a light-up feature. He raises his arm and starts saying his creepy phrases. The lighting, the thunder sounds, everything goes with that. It's just a really dark, evil-sounding wizard, and I love it. I absolutely love it. As you can probably tell, I am a massive fan of what Distortions Unlimited do, and I have to admit, of all the things that were gonna be seen at Transworld, that was the one I was most looking forward to seeing. And seeing these new props along their already existent awesome props they already make, and the things I'd already seen this year, was just on another level. I loved seeing them all together. But then seeing what they actually do and their full height and all that kind of stuff, it's definitely worth checking them out. So go and have a look at Distortions Unlimited on their YouTube page, because some of these things, you only get the full appreciation of what it is they do and how they act and what they are if you go and see them on their actual page. Anyway guys, thank you for watching today. Thank you for watching another one of these prop videos, and I will see you in the next one. Keep it spooky. Bye.